Alright guys, here we are in another exciting episode of what coilovers to buy for your car. So basically I have a 2000 Subaru Impreza like this with the famed 5x100 lug pattern. As you can see, we got some brembos back there, and I went ahead and I went on Offerup and I bought these amazing coilovers. They are the KW V3 variants. They were 500 bucks. I thought they were amazing. Oh wow, this is amazing. I can't wait to run these. However, we have a big gigantic problem. The guy told me that they came off of an Impreza. He was kind of sketchy and he basically didn't know what he had for sale. That's why he was for 500 bucks. So anyways, come around to these coilovers. These are my old coilovers. Very old school. You can't even find them anymore. They're called the, whoa, making a mistake here. They're called the GC8 Tane Super Street dampeners. They do not even make these anymore. You can't get them rebuilt, but heck, I ran them for a very long time and they serve their purpose, but now it's time to upgrade. So I got these. It's gonna run them on my car, and unfortunately we have a bit of a problem here. Don't know if you can see this, guys, but the distance from here to here is about 1.75 inches, and the distance, actually it's measured from the inside, it's about 1 1/16 inches, and then the distance from here, look at that, 1 inch and about 3/16. So basically I found out through lots and lots of research that these coilovers are actually for a 2005 and up WRX STI. That would be great. However, the 2005 and up STI changed the lug pattern. See how big this is right here? The lug pattern on these knuckles is about, see that? 4.5. And you go over here and it's about 4 inches to be exact. That's how you get your, I think it's the diameter of the lug pattern that is, and that's currently what I have on my car right now. This guy almost looks like it's about to fall off, but that's just the way they look. So anyways, so my big mistake was I bought these not knowing what they were from, no history on them. They did come with some amazing camber plates on them, which I am going to run. These are amazing and really good. Then, so after I bought these for 500 bucks, I was like, okay, I'm screwed. What do I do now? Well, I got to buy the knuckles that go with it. So I managed to get some JDM version 9 or 8 STI ones, and you could tell the big difference because they're bolted on the back. The old style ones are like this. As a matter of fact, I have some old style ones. Let me bring them out for you guys. I have them in here. Nope. Talk about backyard built. Yeah, I got some right here. After all these years, you know, you start accumulating so many parts after building so many Subarus. This is my 5th Subaru, so it's been very fun. So let's put these on here, and now let's see the problem. This is the rear coilover, but Subaru was nice enough to make the front and rear the same thickness back in the days. Let's go ahead and grab this rear one. So these knuckles are basically what's on my car right at this moment. Look at that. There's no way it's gonna fit unless you notch it, weld material, and all that stuff. You know, that's a very structural component. Don't want to do that. So I went out and bought these, and I basically got them for free because, you know, I know a lot of people in the industry, and basically this is what you come up with: coilovers that perfectly fit your rear knuckle. Look at that. Perfect fitment right there. This is gonna go nicely. These are hard to find in United States, but luckily there's a dime a dozen in Japan, because, you know, that's Japan for you. But since I'm gonna be running these knuckles, the problem is I'm gonna have to change my lug pattern. Is gonna change from 5x100 to 5x114. As you can see, that's 5x100 on both of these, and these are 2013 and up WRX wheels. They're the only stock WRX wheels that with a small, I think it's a 3 or 5 millimeter spacer, clear factory brembos, which are, took me a while to find these because people really like them. They're basically a 17x8 wheel, and the 2005 and up STI, which I had to buy these too, are also 17x8 and 5, but the lug pattern has changed. This is a 5x114. So let's grab this guy here, put this guy down here, grab this, and watch this. There you go. That's gonna be my new hub, caliper, knuckle setup with this guy right here. Look at that. Beautiful. Well, swap's done. Another thing that I had a problem with on this car is that my e-brake doesn't work. So basically, when you go to brembos on any 93 to 2007 WRX, Subaru, anything, they changed the diameter of the e-brake. The e-brake's a little spinning thing in here, and it changed from 160 millimeters to 180 millimeters. Subaru, in their infinite knowledge, who knows why they did that, but they did it. And basically you have two solutions. You can, one, get a rotor that's a little bit smaller, made by KNS, no, is it KNS brakes? Oh, Fast Brakes. Actually, Fast Brakes WRX, I think they're the ones who did it. I'll give you the link of the description right down there. And basically they're the ones who came up with that whole idea. Another idea, which is what the guys in the UK came up with, was why don't we just make the e-brake shims bigger? You see, I managed to pick these up once again, basically for free, because I know a lot of people in the industry. I've been doing this for about 20 years now, so a lot of these parts are just given to me because people swap their cars, they go to a different lug pattern and just ended up with these. So basically these take up the spacing inside the knuckle in here, become bigger right here, like so. I'll probably do an install video because this is very hard to do, and not that many people want to take the time and install these, but I do want to like actually install them because they're actually really cool. Another thing people have to look out for is that the STI rear knuckles are, this hole and this hole are specific to Brembo and 2-pot calipers. So you can only run a 2-pot opposed piston caliper in the back, or the Brembos, which is what I have right now. Thankfully, my swap car was an 06 WRX wagon, and the rear knuckle design on that is the exact knuckle design for the Brembo, minus the e-brake problem that I have right now. So I was able to just bolt the Brembos on there. These are very hard to find because they only made them for 2 years, 2006 to 2007. Amazing, huh? Well, that's my swap, that's my problem, and all of this had to be purchased all because I made the mistake of buying these for 500 bucks. Take note, guys, you should, whenever you go buy your coilovers, always measure them, because people don't know out there, you know. This guy, he probably took them off an STI. He has shops work on the cars, and he didn't know what he had. The spacing in here is about 1 inch and 3/16, and the spacing on a stock one, front to rear, stock non-STI, is going to be about 1 inch and 1/16. Great information, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Check this out. I just took apart my whole rear end right now, just because my GC8 rear end, just because I gotta make some room in the house. It's getting really messy back here. But anyways, another interesting fact for you guys is the older cars, basically 2001 and older Impreza, use a completely different adapter for the rear differential to the rear. This is called the subframe, K-member, so many different names for it, but I like calling it the rear subframe. So anyways, they use a different type of mounting system. On this car right here, it's mounted like this, basically like that. And on the WRX 02 and up, and pretty sure a lot of other cars have it over here. Yeah, it's in there, but it's digged in there. But anyways, they use a different spacer in there. So when you buy your rear, no, I guess I'll bring it up. I'll edit this part out. Watch this. Fast forward. Boom, bada bing. So anyways, on this setup here, you can see how it's mounted completely different. This is from an 02 WRX, if I remember correctly, 03. Anyways, the mounting position for the differential is exactly in the same location, but what changes is the rear studs. The rear studs in the WRX being a little bit smaller than on the stock one right here. Well, we're running out of sunlight right now, but anyways, the position of this and the position of this is different between the 2001 and older to the 2002 and up. Pay attention when you buy your rear subframe. If you want to get the WRX one, the STI one, whatever one you want to get, pay very, very close attention. Anyways, tune in next week. I might replace my rear window, no, my front window motor, because it goes extremely slow. I'll show you guys what I mean. Wish I wasn't running out of daylight. Basically, this is my front window. Look at that. Super ultra slow. I wish I could just change that, but we are running out of sunlight here and I really want to get this video down for you guys. Anyways, thank you so much for tuning in. You guys have a wonderful rest of your evening. And remember, with hard work, you can accomplish anything. Oh, forgot to add something, guys. Sorry about that. So, once again, when you change the lug pattern to 5 and 114 with these knuckles right here that I have listed right in front of me, the rear axles are also different. So, basically, this rear axle right here bolts into the rear knuckle of this car, just like this. It does not fit in the front. It's too loose. But this is for the back, and it fits perfectly on these. As you can see, it's you know, another hurdle to get this system up and running is you have to get STI specific rear knuckles. And another thing is, once you get STI specific rear knuckles, you need STI specific rear axles. And if you have STI specific rear axles, then you need an R180 rear differential. The current rear differential is this little boy right here called the R160. The R160 is a lot meatier. Look at that. Will not let me bolt it in at all. This is an STI specific axle and it's meant for an R180 rear differential. Thankfully, I got the rear differential. I've just been working on it at work because a friend of mine gave it to me saying it just needs new bearings. I put the new bearings in and now let's hope to see what we can do. By the way, this is a very weird R180 differential. It's got fins in the back, came from an automatic car. You adjust the sliders via a way different way than what I'm used to. It's very different, very weird, but yeah.